So this is the iScooter M10 City Commuter Affordable Electric Mountain Bike. Let's unbox it and build it within 5 minutes. Ooh. I've got another box. Ooh. So let's get into it. Ooh. There we go. And there we have our electric bike. Oh, I already see a free pump, which is very nice of them. So you've got your seat here, all kind of protected. So this is how the bike comes, fairly straightforward, well kind of protected. You just got to lift it out here, and there'll be a little bit of construction to do, but not a lot. Fairly kind of straightforward stuff. So we have a box inside of a box. We'll get into that and see what goodies we have. It'll probably just be the charger, foot pegs, bits like that. And that is the bike now, all lifted out. So let's get into the box of goodies. So we have foot pegs, we have a front reflector, we have a, well, it looks, I think that's like a little back battery operated light or a wraparound light, something like that. Toolkit. Aha! They do include an optional thumb throttle as well, so as is out of the box, nice and legal, but yeah, they do include the throttle. A quick release for the front wheel, and a charger with a UK plug, your manual and all your boring paperwork. Yeah, everything you need is kind of supplied, so we always use these just to kind of show you guys that they are up to scratch and you can actually build the bike with everything in the box. You don't need anything else. Comes with a key as well. Yeah, don't lose that. That was in the toolkit, so yeah, make sure you keep hold of that. I do feel like I repeat myself in these videos, but it's nice to kind of show people, if you are buying this bike, just how kind of the bike comes out of the box and how easy it is. Yeah, the M10, the iScooter M10. It's another kind of affordable electric bike from the brilliant iScooter. You just take care when you are doing this, because you don't want to scratch the paintwork if you are using scissors, so just be extra careful with the kind of cable ties not to scratch that paintwork. So yeah, this comes with a free gift. You've got a pump on there, so literally everything you need is included. You've got your tools and your pumps, so you can basically get going straight out of the box. You also get a key attached to the handlebars, and with that key we are going to take the battery off. Always suggest doing this. Get the battery off before you build the bike, because it just gives you time to charge it if you are in a rush to kind of get out and ride it. So I always suggest just taking that off before you even start the build process. And just get this beast on charge. Red light means it's charging, it will go green when it's fully charged. A few more bits and pieces now. The front forks. I think this bike holds the record for the most cable ties used. I've never seen so many cable ties. Now the aftermath, the cleanup. Pop the seat in, or the saddle. Just tighten that up. Yeah, so just make sure this is all facing forward before we kind of tighten it up. You can always kind of adjust it later, but I want to make sure it's facing forward. Once you get the first screw in, it's alright. So yeah, you need to make sure that it's kind of central, and just like that, the handlebars are on. This bolt that comes in the front is only there kind of for transportation sake, for safety, so that can literally be discarded of. Pop that front wheel in like that. There might be a little bit of disc rub, common with brand new bikes. They just got to wear in a little bit. I always find it easier to do with a bike upside down. Put your quick release through. We may as well install the foot pegs. That, folks, is the iScooter M10. Yeah, we just put the mudguard on, the little wraparound light, the front reflector, and we are all good to go. Just waiting for the battery to charge, and we can get riding. It's a very good looking mountain bike style electric bike. Very, very affordable, which is always nice. All that's left to do now is put a little bit of air in the tyres, 40 psi in these, and we will be good. We are out on the iScooter M10, the affordable city commuter from iScooter. We're going to put it through its paces. We're going to see what she can do. Yeah, this is a mountain style bike, commuter bike in the affordable bracket. This bike actually has 7 Shimano gears as well, so it does help with kind of hill climbing ability. Those single speed bikes, they did all right, but it's always easier to have gears. But early signs are it rides really nice. The build quality is good. You know what you're getting with iScooter. All of their bikes have been affordable, but very, very good. We'll talk a bit more about the features when we do the walk around. This is just the riding experience. So yeah, as a kind of city commuter, this bike is absolutely perfect. It's not going to break the bank. There's some really nice features, including a completely legal 250 watt rear hub motor, so it's fine for UK and European roads, which is always nice. It has a bigger battery than the last model. It has a 10 amp hour, I believe. So for a bike in this price range, 10 amp hours is perfect for kind of commuting. And it rides very, very nicely. It has a really nice kind of LCD display, which shows you everything from your trip, odometer, speed. So they haven't kind of cheaped out on the display, and I like that. Very, very comfortable hand grips, standard mechanical brakes, but for a bike in this price point, you know, you're not going to expect hydraulic brakes. It's just a kind of simple mountain bike style framing on this. Seating position is nice. You are kind of leant forward slightly, but so it does hills really, really well. Yeah, the arching overall early impressions are this bike is very nice. I like the gloss black finish on it, comfortable. But you've got 27-inch wheels on here, so it's a substantial size with that frame. It's quite a big bike, physically big bike, but the seat does drop really low, so it kind of caters for all sorts of rider height. Everything from about 5'5", I'd say, to about 6'5" is fairly comfortable. I'm 5'10", and I'm absolutely perfect. We've got a bit of a steep hill, so we just crank that up to level assist 5. And just see how she does. I mean, I am putting quite a lot of effort in through my legs now. Just drop it down to 3rd, 2nd. Obviously, the lower gear you're in, the easier it's going to be. So it does do the hills. Yeah, currently this bike is just around about that £500 mark. So it's a real sweet spot for anybody looking for a electric bike. You know, if you're a first-time buyer, or you just want something literally to pop to work on, you know, this will suit you because it's not a really expensive bike. The price of these electric bikes seems to be coming down all the time, but the quality seems to be getting better as well. But this one has some really nice features for that relatively low cost, and we'll go into them, like I said, when we do the walk around. But yeah, we're just out today. Thought we'd take the country road tour instead of through the town. It is a weekend, so town will be ridiculously busy, so I try to avoid town on weekends. We do have a front suspension, which feels nice, takes the kind of shock out of the road. Just pulled over here because it's quite dark. We're under trees now, so you can see that front light a little bit better. That is integrated into the bike, so it takes power from the battery, so that's a nice feature. With the back one, it's a battery operated light, but it's still included, which is nice, quite visible. So it's nice they do include a back light as well. Really good for the brake test up here. That crossroads comes from nowhere, so you have to kind of slam your brakes on. Yeah, the integrated horn is nice and loud, punchy. Always prefer one of those electronic horns to like a little bell. I just think it sounds louder and more aggressive. Making this hill slowly. Yeah, it is a hill climber. It doesn't do it particularly fast, but it does it. That's the main thing. you know, you can do hills on it. So everything, of course, will be linked in the description to this bike if you are interested. Definitely worth looking at if you're in the market for a budget commuter bike. It's always fun coming down here, but never, never fun going back up it. So yeah, I've just had my maiden voyage on the M10. We're going to go into a few of the kind of specs of the bike now, gives you the tour. Yeah, early impressions are it's good for a bike that comes in around about £500. You're getting a lot of features and a lot of quality for this price point. You are getting a 250 watt rear hub motor, which is completely UK compliant, so completely UK legal out of the box. They do include an optional thumb throttle, but if you don't install that, then it's fully legal without the throttle. Nice extra features like this little kind of battery operated light at the back, plus these mud guards come in the box, plus you get a pump as well, so some nice little goodies. Yeah, quite a big battery for the price. That will do some miles depending on your kind of assist level. It does come with a speed sensor, not a torque sensor. So a speed sensor basically just detects movement in the pedal and just gives you your desired power. Do you like the colour? It's like a gloss black with the M10 written up the side. Like I said, normal standard mechanical brakes with 160mm discs. And like I said, it's a nice sized bike, fairly big wheels. The frame's quite small, so it does cater for a wide range of rider size. I like it. It's just like a under the radar kind of electric mountain bike. Nothing too in your face, nothing too kind of look at me, doesn't scream attention, does it? It's just a very standard looking mountain bike. I mean, if you took the battery off, it would literally look just like a mountain bike. And some people go for that look. And the battery again is easy removable with this key. Just undo that and slide on and off the frame. Just make sure you do lock it back into place, because you don't want to be flying down the road and have the battery come off. So always make sure it is kind of locked in. So yeah, the cockpit, you do get a nice LCD display. You've actually got a USB port at the bottom as well, so you can charge your phone while you're riding. That's a really nice feature to see. Yeah, a USB port at the bottom of this. On the screen itself, you've got your power level, your assist level, trip, odometer. You've got a dedicated light button and a horn, which is very, very loud. And you've got your index shifter here, 7 Shimano gears, and these very nice rubberized grips for comfort. So that's the kind of walk around the bike. So it looks very nice. It does come in a couple of colours. The black is nice though, very nice, glossy black finish on this thing. It rides superbly. I can't fault it. I cannot fault the ride at all. Feels comfortable, responsive. 5 levels of assistance, so whatever kind of suits you. I do like level 5 because I'm lazy. It's a little bit heavy. It's not the lightest frame in the world with the battery on, but still it's manageable. You know, you can move it around if you want to. Whoops. It's not the lightest bike in the world, but you know, you can maneuver it around if you are in a pickle. I've got the seat a little way up. It's not too high up because I'm quite short. I'm 5'10". And I can get my leg over, no problem at all. That's me on the bike there on my tippy toes. If you are on the taller side, you'll be fine on this because the seat does come yay high. But again, if you are on the shorter side, the seat goes right down here. So very good mix of kind of rider height on this bike. Perfect 5'5" to 6'5". I think you would be absolutely perfect on this size bike. And of course, one of the main selling features is the price. Around about £500. There's always sales on and discount codes, so you can get this for around about £500, which I think is a bargain really for an electric bike, especially one with some of these nicer features. I recently reviewed one at the same price point that didn't have a lot of this stuff. So we weren't going to go as far as I planned originally because the battery was going down quite fast. Now that could be literally down to battery sag, but first time out on a bike, you don't want to risk it. You don't want to get caught miles away with no battery. On a new bike, always kind of do some relatively local range tests before you head out on a major ride. You just want to kind of know yourself what the battery will do. Now, of course, there's loads of different variables in kind of battery. Everything from rider height to weather conditions to rider weight. you know, I mean, it's showing 3 battery bars now. We've done only about 4 miles, so hopefully that's not an indication of the battery on this bike. But I have been using full power assist mode pretty much the whole way, so bear that in mind. The more kind of assistance the bike gives you, the more battery you're going to use. So yeah, just keeping an eye on that battery now. It does give me a little bit of range anxiety. Yeah, it is a 15.5 mile an hour bike. As it comes out of the box, I think you can actually unlock this to make it go slightly faster. So bear that in mind, you can unlock it, but you will be kind of stepping into that illegal territory if you do. I like to keep these nice and kosher, nice and legal, not only for the sake of the review, but for my peace of mind, knowing I am riding around on a fully legal bike. But this is our first trip out on it. Maybe the battery will need breaking in slightly. We'll go home, we'll give it another charge from 0 to full, and then we'll see what we can get out of it then. So always do your own kind of battery tests. That's why I rarely do battery tests, you know. My results will be much different than your results, so I don't want to tell you what you'll get from the battery because you might get completely different. Just turn the battery on and off again. Now we're back up to 4 bars, so I'd probably put it down to battery sag. The reason why the battery seems to be going quite quick, probably battery sag. Yeah, another feature I didn't mention with the battery has like a fast charge feature, so it's like 0 to full in about 2.5 hours, something like that. So it's got a fast charge feature as well, which is quite incredible on a bike of this price point to see that. So props to iScooter for including that. It does make all the difference. Fast charge should be in every single battery now. It's such a convenient feature to have. Time saving, you know, if you get to work, you can quickly charge up your battery, or you're out on a bike ride, you can stop off somewhere, charge the battery. It's just a really nice feature to have, and I can't believe it's in a bike of this price point. I've seen it in expensive bikes before, but I've never really seen it in the affordable bracket bike. So very, very, very good feature. Just going to go down now our off-road track just to see how these tyres can handle it. I'm pretty sure they'll do absolutely perfect.
Do you think it's true? And someday I'll be old enough, bitter and ready to turn into a monster and lose all empathy. Would it feel like killing? It's not that big a deal.
So that's my review there of the iScooter M10. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Everything is linked below, including a discount code. It will also be pinned in the comments, so do use that if you are purchasing this bike. I just think it's a great bike for a first timer. If you're looking for something inexpensive, affordable, reliable, well built, definitely worth considering the M10 if you are in the market for an affordable electric bike. Yeah, everything is linked in the description. Thank you so much for checking out this video, and I'll see you next time for another two-wheeled review.